Have you ever wondered about the challenges faced by the 268th Brigade in the Chhamb and Akhnur area? Picture this. It's the mid-20th century, and the Chhamb and Akhnur regions are in turmoil. Raiders are on a rampage, driving out Hindus and setting villages alight. The result? Thousands of refugees fleeing to Jammu, their lives turned upside down in the blink of an eye. Enter the 268th Brigade, specifically one Patiala, tasked with restoring peace and order. Their mission was clear, yet arduous: to clear the area west of Akhnur from the clutches of these ruthless raiders. Between December 4th and 7th, they managed to capture several villages, each victory a step towards stability. Their courage and tenacity were tested, but they held firm, their resolve unyielding. With the capture of several villages, the focus now shifted to the strategically important area of Chhamb. The stage was set, the challenge had begun, and the stakes were higher than ever. Chhamb was not going to be an easy conquest. The raiders, aware of the strategic importance of the river crossing, had fortified their positions. The area was buzzing with anticipation, the air thick with the tension of the impending battle. But the one Patiala had a plan. Instead of launching a direct assault, they decided to cross the river upstream from Chhamb. C&D companies were chosen for this daring task, with support pouring in from the eastern bank. The date was December 9th, a day that would etch itself in the annals of history. The Indian troops attacked with a ferocity that belied their numbers. The resistance was strong, but not strong enough. Despite the heavy gunfire and the snipers lurking in the shadows, the Indian troops managed to capture Chhamb. It was a tough, grueling fight, a testament to the resilience and courage of the Indian soldiers. But the victory was just the beginning. After capturing Chhamb, they faced minor attacks every day until December 17th. It was a persistent thorn in their side, a constant reminder of the enemy's presence. On December 18th, a reinforcement arrived. The 4 Rajput came to relieve the 1 Patiala, and they continued to engage in patrols and minor clashes, keeping the enemy at bay. Then, on December 19th, a change in the tide. The enemy in Munawar withdrew, and 1 Patiala rejoined the battalion in Akhnur. 4 Rajput stayed at Chhamb, ready for further action. They knew the enemy could strike at any moment, and they were prepared. On December 20th, they faced another heavy attack, but this time they had reinforcements. A lieutenant from 50 Para-Brigade volunteered to help, and reinforcements arrived. By December 21st, the hostiles had fled, and the area was secured. The fighting was intense, with brave actions from soldiers like the Naik who manned the mortar despite being under heavy fire. After the hard-fought victory, Chhamb was under Indian control, but the battle was far from over. The reinforcements and the courage of the troops ensured the success of the operation, although casualties were suffered on both sides. The soldiers stood tall, ready for the next challenge. Securing Chhamb was a task that required constant vigilance. Following its capture, our troops faced minor attacks daily. These skirmishes, although smaller, kept the situation tense and the soldiers on their toes. On the 17th of December, the 4 Rajput arrived, relieving 1 Patiala, and continued to engage in these minor clashes. The enemy, realizing the strength of our forces, began to retreat. On December 19th, we observed a significant withdrawal from the enemy in Munawar. This allowed 1 Patiala to rejoin the battalion in Akhnur, while 4 Rajput remained at Chhamb, ready for any further action. However, the area was not yet completely safe. On December 20th, our forces faced another heavy attack. A brave lieutenant from the 50 Para-Brigade volunteered to assist, and reinforcements arrived just in time. By the 21st of December, the hostiles had fled, and the area was secured. Despite the intensity of the attacks, the bravery of the soldiers and timely reinforcements ensured the area was finally secure. With Chhamb and Akhnur secure, the focus shifted to clearing the enemy from the Kot feature and capturing Chingas on the road to Rajouri. The journey was not without its challenges. The initial attack on Kot was met with heavy fire, forcing a swift withdrawal. A feint attack was made, but the column sent from Naushera to capture Chingas was held up at the Ambli Dar feature. The enemy was relentless, attempting to capture the Tain Dar feature north of Naushera, but were successfully repulsed. The column advancing towards Chingas faced a barrage of fire, but they persevered, reaching Kamila despite resistance from 2 Bren guns and about 60 rifles. To the northeast, two forward companies made a daring sweep, capturing PT 4622 before having to withdraw due to insufficient strength at the Camp Piquet. They returned to Nowshera, bringing back abducted women and Hindus. Chingas was found deserted, a testament to their successful advance. Despite the heavy fire and fierce resistance, the successful advance marked a significant victory for the Indian forces.